a pair of, now according to Brian Yennis, our correspondent, his police sources say they definitely are a pair of pressure cookers. They have shut down the Fulton Street station in Lower Manhattan. Apparently one was found inside, we've heard initial reports, the other outside. And Dan, it's great to have Dan Bongino, who has, as a law enforcement, has investigated this for a while. Dan, we don't know whether or not they're live.
Sure.
We don't know if they've got explosives in them, but clearly they are meant to scare people.
Yeah, and New York City, thankfully, the NYPD, where I worked for 4 years, has the finest bomb squad, in my opinion, in the world, if not one of the finest. Right now is probably when you're going to bring in the robots. You're going to take a look through X-ray what's inside. They can tell relatively quickly if there's any kind of circuitry that appears abnormal, obviously, for a pressure cooker. And then after that, if it, God forbid, is deemed to be a device, they'll put it in that truck. And they're going to have to go take it out to where they take it, the facility, and they're going to have to detonate and remote and obviously find out what happened. But we don't know that yet. Obviously, we'll see what's inside.
Well, how diabolical. It's rush hour.
Yeah, rush hour, and the fact that, you know, this just happened as we were on the air, and me going back into my former law enforcement mode. When you said it wasn't one, but it was two, it automatically cues my suspicion. One could obviously be an accident or a hoax, but two is either a deliberate hoax. You don't just leave a pressure cooker, in other words, in the middle of a Manhattan street. Could be a hoax device, but, you know.
Dan, if you look at these live images, this is our chopper up in the air. Yep. What do we see here?
Yeah, they're obviously trying to clear the area first. There's going to be a blast zone for these things. Again, you treat every device like you treat every firearm as if it's live and loaded every time. You don't have the luxury.
This is live right here.
Yeah, you don't have the luxury to assume it's not. So they're going to have to clear the area. They're going to have to get a safe zone. And based on a pressure cooker of that specific size, it's probably going to be a couple blocks.
Right. And they're reportedly pressure cookers, but we, once again, to reiterate, we don't know if there are explosives inside. Of course, this harkens back to the Boston bombing, and of course the pressure cookers that were found in Midtown Manhattan, I want to say around 23rd Street a couple of years ago. Now, as you know, New York City has got more cameras on corners and at locations like this than most cities in the United States for just such a purpose. So if one person did drop off both of them, we're going to see that on video in no time, aren't we?
Yeah, one of my best friends, actually, when it was in my wedding when I grew up, he's a great guy. He works in TERU, the Technical Assistance Research Unit. And the NYPD has a network of cameras themselves they operate, but when you put that in conjunction with private cameras, which are now everywhere, and not only that, Steve, the cameras have gotten better. The resolution is finer now.
High def.
Yeah, and the chances of in Lower Manhattan, I mean, we're not talking about an area of the Midwest that's not densely populated. The chances in Lower Manhattan of walking on any street corners, he told me once, and not being recorded by multiple cameras are nil, not a zilch. So someone's on camera somewhere.
Well, there's so much fear, in all of us with school shootings and church shootings and what's happening at these ICE facilities, and also 9/11, of course, and this happening downtown. What advice do you have for folks that live in New York? Will they be able to even take the subway? Do they shut down the whole line?
Yeah, I mean, well, we'll see. It's obviously being pressure cookers. You always think, could this just be an accident? But again, when you said two, it says to me either it's a hoax device or, yeah.
Here's from our bureau chief here in New York. There are two large pressure cookers, one near the elevator and another about 35 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, that just doesn't sound like an accident. Again, it doesn't mean they're explosive devices. We don't know that yet. That's not what the reporting says.
But it's not as if somebody went pressure cooker shopping and left them at the subway
And I mean,
station.
when I was a Secret Service agent, it wasn't uncommon to have an unattended backpack. People drop them, they forget them, they go to the bathroom, they leave things in the bathroom. But, you don't exactly walk around in Manhattan with a pressure cooker getting off the subway and then leave another one accidentally. Again, doesn't mean it's an explosive, but it does sound kind of odd. I think we can all agree.
I know we're sending reporters down there. Laura Ingalls on her. She's on her way to get some more information.
And because it is rush hour, and we apologize for some of these cameras moving around, but it's breaking news, and we're trying to get in position. In a tweet, the police department said, expect a police presence and emergency vehicles in the area. Check New York City Transit subway for possible schedule changes. More info to follow. Delays and changes to service were reported on the 2, 3, 4, 5, A, C, J, and Z lines due to the investigation, according to the MTA. So that part of Manhattan is pretty much not moving.
Yeah, it's not exactly a low traffic area either at this time on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we've got the finest counterterrorism department here with our police department. In a circumstance like this, Dan, explain what they immediately do.
Well, obviously, clearing any kind of a blast zone is first. You have to make the area safe. But secondly, they have various robotic devices they can employ, so you don't have to put any human personnel in direct contact right away. But if that robotic device does detect, God forbid, some kind of circuitry or some kind of explosive in there, they'll engage in render safe procedures, which is going to require them to put it on that truck. We've seen, unfortunately, all too often on the news, that blast truck clear the highways. You're obviously not going to drive it on the highway with cars and then get it to an area where they can render it safe.
If you're just tuning in, there are 2 pressure cookers that were found in the lower part of Manhattan, in like the Chelsea area. It was the Fulton Street station. One was found on the platform down underneath the ground where everyone gets onto the subway. It's very busy down there. Lots of people going up and down those stairs, so I'm sure it was just chaos when police announced that they had found a pressure cooker, and then there was one up on the street, too.
And can I add as well, knowing the NYPD as I do, having worked there and still having friends there, they're probably now on heightened alert and elsewhere as well. Again, even if this is some kind of really poorly thought out, awful hoax, it's disturbing, and it shows someone with malintent. So they're probably on high alert elsewhere, looking around as well.
Well, it's interesting that you would say that we've got little robots that can move right up to it and X-ray what's inside. That keeps people safe. But let's go back to the Boston bombing, where there were also a couple of pressure cookers dropped off by the Sarnia brothers. Those were destructive because what was inside?
Yeah, the shrapnel. They can use marbles, shards of glass. They can use bolts and screws, and it's not just the blast and the over-under pressure that does physical damage. It's the explosion and the propelling of shrapnel through a crowd of densely packed people. That obviously it's the equivalent of bullet rounds going off everywhere in all kinds of different directions. Yeah, you know, when these people design these devices, again, we don't know that yet with this. I totally understand. We haven't seen the reporting, but if it were a device like that, when they design them, they typically design them to inflict maximum carnage.
I remember a couple of years ago when they found the pressure cookers in Midtown Manhattan. There was an investigation. They were able to figure out who dropped them off via all the video cameras. Yeah. And I want to say, and you know, this is my memory, so it could be faulty a little bit, but I want to say that the person who dropped them off was from New Jersey and had come in on the subway and was caught trying to, I think, place other devices a couple of days later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's impossible not to get caught in New York City. I mean, New York City is really the surveillance capital of the world. Like I said, the private camera network and the public camera network.
What do you mean, the private camera?
Private cameras. In other words, the NYPD has their own camera network for hotspots, crime locations, but private businesses, whether it be Fox or anyone else on the street, have their own network of cameras that the NYPD will send their people in and say, hey, can we get access to the footage? And typically the businesses in New York, under very rare circumstances, will say no. They'll say, sure, no problem. You know, they're always eager to help out. It's their business. It's their city, too. So really, it's the city's under surveillance all the time, whether you know it or not.
We're just learning that the counterterrorism unit here in New York is reporting now that the package is safe. It was not a bomb. It was not an explosive. Yeah. Let's bring in Joe Borelli. He's a Republican New York City councilman. Joe, good to have you here.
Good morning, guys. Thank you.
Good morning. We were going to have you on the couch talking about something else, but then this news breaks. What's your reaction?
Well, look, thankfully, the NYPD's Counterterrorism Bureau confirmed to us now that it's certainly not an explosive. But, Dan, you pointed out earlier, when you hear the first instances that it's 2 devices, that should automatically raise a red flag. What people didn't also realize is that this Fulton Street station actually connects underground to the World Trade Center stations. So that automatically raises certain red flags, and I think the police department had a very quick, very accurate, and very thorough response, and thankfully things went well.
Finest police department in the world.
100%.
And they were able to figure it out. So just about 15 minutes ago, the news broke that they had spotted 2 pressure cookers down there at that station within 35 feet of each other. And then, as you can see, bomb squad was dispatched. People were kept away. And now, apparently, the police say, without a doubt, the devices are not explosive. So that is good news.
Great news.
But obviously, this was intended to scare the living daylights out of people.
And thank God we have such a professional police department that, I mean, literally in minutes. We just found this out, what, 5 minutes ago? I mean, think about the efficiency of their procedures that in 5 minutes we're finally getting this out. So.
Yeah, and I would speculate this also probably came from a civilian calling this in. You know, someone actually taking the time to call it in, saying we see something, we saw something, we reported it. You really have to commend the work police officers around the country do, especially here in New York. Imagine going into this extremely high-pressure situation where there might be be extremely dangerous and potential problems, and they do a great job.
All right. Once again, those pressure cookers found at the Fulton Street station, not explosive. Nonetheless, the traffic is all tied up.